Hey friends, today we are doing a recap of Creative Con 2022, hosted by Melissa Morrow of Vintage Beat Design. We went down to Florida and spent 3 amazing days learning all about our creative business and making some lasting friendships. I headed to the airport at 2:30 a.m. to catch a 5:30 flight, but I was greeted with this beautiful sunrise flight, so I'm not even mad. I did have a layover in Atlanta, but so did Julie from Julie's Designs and Signs and Jackie from Ruth and Ruby. So we got to do a lot of chatting, a lot of yawling, and then Melissa picked us up from the airport. That was my first time meeting her, and also Jen Dunn from Rustic Rehabs. Now the adventure begins right away when Melissa takes us to her huge warehouse.
You weren't lying.
Yeah, most people don't have
Is this for airplanes? Yeah, I was not expecting. Wow.
Yeah, most people don't have the perspective of what 20,000 square feet actually looks like.
All right, well, I'm gonna go up. Look at all of those.
This is Melissa's warehouse where she keeps all of her junk from her staging business and her current business. So it is packed full, and I embarrassed myself. You see where I'm going? Oh, you have so much good junk. Little bunnies. Melissa.
This isn't even this. I have double this at my house, but
God. How big's your house? I want to go shopping here.
4 sections, but it's segmented off.
Straight up jealous. Oh, so you can do different colors at once? Yeah. You are a genius. So after we hung out in the warehouse for a while, checked out the junk, did some chit-chatting, then she's going to take us over to her booth at an antique mall where she sells all of her paint and products. It was in the middle of being renovated. I know she has been working on that, but she took us over, showed us her setup, and of course, I walked around the antique mall to check out even more good junk. I got to meet another friend, Jessie from Urban Legends Antiques, and Rachel from Stella Rose Boutique, and a ton of my other creative friends. And then we headed out to dinner. We went to an adorable little southern barbecue place right down the street, so we got to walk and stretch our legs. It was a beautiful evening. Dinner conversation was great. And then it was time for bed. So this was Sunday. First official day of our conference begins Monday. Good night, day 1.
Get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Start my day. Wake up, get stretch my legs, eat some breakfast, milk and eggs, brush my teeth up, wash my face.
So Hesfa's flight got in at like 2 a.m. She is Preston Avery Design. She was my roommate as well as Jackie. It was crazy. I was half asleep when I met her. It was pretty funny, but we went for an early morning stroll and checked out the local scenery.
Wake up, I can smell the smoke from the bacon. Let's go, see the sun shining from the windows.
It was time to grab a little bit of breakfast, and then me and Hesfa and Jen headed out to do a little thrift shopping.
Shall we record each other recording each other?
What's up?
Oh.
You guys, look who's in the room.
Okay.
So, in the ideal world, this is how I do my YouTube intro. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In my dream world, I want to be like, what's up YouTube? It's your girl Hesfa coming to you from the H-Town. Yo. Hit the smash button. No, smash the like button. Don't you dare post that.
So we decided to do a little thrifting before our convention starts, right? We had a nice Uber bring us to this Goodwill, do our whole intro, come in. It's drop off only.
In today's episode of Hesfa's Always Right, I told these ladies this was a drop-off center for donations only. We can't shop here. And the Uber just left.
Goodwill. We have found the correct Goodwill. We're gonna go in, see what we can find. For $20, we got like 30 minutes.
Up to you, my lady.
Thank you, ma'am. This was not my best picking trip ever, I'm not gonna lie. The store seemed pretty picked over in my opinion, and prices were really high compared to what I'm used to in Kansas. I knew I only had $20, and I also had to think about what I could pack back in my suitcase and bring home easily. I will always gravitate towards the metal section and the wood section, so of course I wanted to hit those first. I saw that bread box, it was metal, it was way overpriced and not that cool. Picked up this copper cup, but it was definitely new, not real copper. These bunnies were cute, but they did not do it for me. Copper pans, not it. And the aisle I 100% should not be in. Of course, there were a ton of great baskets, but I do not need any baskets, and I did not think they would travel home well anyway. But there were so many good ones. This one was a lid. I totally would have bought that at home. I did pick up this metal pan with the wood handle. So if I were back in Kansas, this table was only $20. Of course I would buy it. I'd take the top off, I'd take the bottom off, and this post would become one of those beautiful blanket baskets. That bench would be coming home with me, as well as these two tables for their posts. But I will not be able to take these things on the plane. Y'all want to see this whole $20 haul? You can see it over on my Facebook page. I have a live video up over there. We caught an Uber back to the hotel. It was time for our convention to start. Julie from Julie's Designs and Signs kicked it off with building a community and how to make money with your business. She had some amazing advice, and y'all, if you want to hear these full courses from your favorite creators, the online classes are still available. I will drop the link down in the description box below if you want to do the online version of Creative Con 2022. Next up was Cami Collins. She gave us amazing information about SEO and how to build our business through search engine optimization. And last up was Danielle Kaminsky. She was talking about building success in a booth or your brick and mortar store. After our classes that day, we all went out to dinner as a group and had an amazing time. I did eat more cheese than I've had in a long time, and thankfully everything went well. and this is good night to official day 1 of the convention. But before I could go to sleep, Hesva and Jackie decided to have a little bit of dancing lessons before our cocktail evening the following night.
Boom, 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 switch. Boom, 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 go.
Get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs.
We were up bright and early on day 2. I got a quick workout in, and then right away, Renee from Foyo Eyes Only got up and talked to us about her success on Facebook. If y'all have noticed, I've been much more active on Facebook, and it was totally from Renee's inspiration. So amazing person to follow. If y'all are not following these creators I've mentioned, I'm going to link all of their names and their information down below for you to check out. Jen and I took a little stroll on the hotel patio on our lunch break. The scenery out here was just so beautiful, y'all. The blue skies, the clouds, I love the water, and the skyline was just gorgeous. And that industrial blue bridge is to die for. After lunch, we got to meet Chris Burton, who has a ton of YouTube followers, over 170,000. So he was super inspirational and likes to create things out of wood. So of course that clicked with me as well. And I have been communicating with him since the conference. Some fun things coming your way. So stay tuned on that.
I'm gonna be like Chad and eat this 2-day-old pizza.
So much dancing, so much fun, and so much cheese. Thank you, Melissa, for a fun cocktail night. And that is a good night to day number 3. Next morning, I opted for a nice walk, and I'm so glad I did, y'all. Look what I got to see. They're dolphins in the river. It was so pretty. And then I enjoyed a walk along the river all by myself.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. Shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art.
I really loved these locks placed along the walkway here. They were all rusted up from the river water and just gorgeous. Now back into the convention center. This is day 3 of our conference. We are sitting down and answering all of the questions that have come up over the past couple of days. After our panel discussion here, Dion Woods got up with the mic and moved us all to tears, of course, like she always does, with some very inspirational words.
It's this life, guys. That's it. If you don't step into, you know what, I'd like to do a photography course. I'd like to go do these things. Maybe I should have a YouTube channel. Why aren't you doing it? That's what I would ask. Why?
Then Dion asked us all, each one by one, to pick out the person who had impacted them the most during the trip. It was so heartwarming to hear everybody's answers, and very unexpectedly, Miss Melissa Morrow herself chose me and told me how I had impacted her and made an influence on her over the past couple of years. And of course, I was bawling like a baby. But this is what it's about. We have learned so much about business, but we have made so many great friendships, and you learn things about yourself that you don't even realize, and those small things that really do make an impact every single day in other people's lives.
And it is somebody that I pick on a little bit. Girl, I'm so proud of you. I know a little bit of your story, I don't know all your story.
Between Melissa's words and getting to sit and talk with Dion for about an hour before my plane took off back to Kansas, y'all, I have come up with some amazing new ideas. Dion threw this out there. It's something I've thought about before. It's going to be an amazing way to merge some things I love with my creative business that nobody else is doing, but I can't tell y'all what it is just yet. Stay tuned in the upcoming weeks. I have some big, huge, exciting news coming for you.
You're always trying to help everybody else in that process while taking care of your needs, you're taking care of others, and I'm just super impressed, girl. And on that, we stand for time.
Y'all, what an amazing experience it is to stand in a room full of women who support you and love you and look up to you and provide inspiration to you. This trip was like none other I've ever had before. I highly recommend, if you can get to Creative Con next year, come experience all of this wonderful business information and bonding experience with people who get it. Florida sent us out with a beautiful sunset for our last evening, and the next morning it was time to pack up and head back home to Kansas. This was truly an amazing experience. Thank you, Melissa, for everything, and thank you to everyone who I met for all of the fun we had.
Upcycling the styrofoam container here, upcycling this into a plate. You're welcome. Upcycled by Bri.
$5 tip.
You gave him a $5 tip?
Even though he almost killed us.
I know, that one time. Wonder what happened. Why did you do that? Did somebody say something?
It wasn't me. It was you.
Give me some. Can you do that? Ready? All right, Brianna.
Oh my god.
But you gotta hold on to something.
There's one on Lenox Avenue, 3 miles.
Ready? Give me some. Hey girl. Hey girl. Hey. Look who I met. Briana Hays in the flesh.
Hey,
oh
friends.
my god. Somebody pinch me. Am I dreaming? Ah! I'm gonna work on getting her to come down to Texas. So you guys stay tuned. We'll let you know what happens. But this is Briana Hays. Now my soul sister for life.
Yes.
Yes. And by the way, these are her sunglasses. How do I look? She tried to sell these, but then she ended up
they look better on you than me.
Really?
Damn it.
Are you gonna give them to me?
No.
You guys chime in. Should Brianna gift me the sunglasses? Well, if enough people say yes, then you're gonna have to do it, Brianna.
No.
Do it.
Oh, look, my little strings bounce.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my wallet.
Okay. So that's the Briana Hays that no one sees on camera.
Well, maybe the outtakes.
Oh, in the outtakes? No, it's gonna be in the intake because I need some. I need some watch hours. People like to look at ass.
Oh my gosh. Clean it up.
Yeah, they do too, don't they? Oh my God, I am sweating.